this is your first time, my name is Popsann Francis. Welcome to our channel, Women Healing Together. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am the founder of Women Healing Together and the CEO of DP Wellness. This is the channel where we deal with all things women, and I help women to achieve the 4 E's. All right, so today we conclude our Love Yourself series. And so many times when we think about loving ourselves and self-care, which is what we'll be talking about today, self-care, ladies. So many times when people talk about self-care, they say, ladies, you need to get a massage, you need to do your mani and your pedi, you need to do your facial and all of those things. But the truth is, some of us cannot afford to get a massage. I remember the days when I could not afford to get a massage, and to get one would mean depriving myself of something. And the truth is, some of us ladies are really struggling financially, and you need to choose massage, self-care. Nah, I have to pay the bills, I have to send the children to school, I have to pay for my tuition. So I understand, and I've got you. So today we're going to be talking about 4 self-care tips that anybody, any woman can bask in to show her body that I love myself. So let us dig in. First tip, self-care. Listen, come closer because you need to hear this. The first tip is going to wow. You're like, oh, I can do that. Of course I can do that. Pause. Like, yeah, that's the first tip. Pause. Like, seriously. Pause. Take a break. Step away from the drama, from the hustle and the bustle. That is my self-care tip number 1. Like, what does this look like for you? It may mean calling out of work for today. It may mean going by a friend's house and leaving the children with their father or someone who is responsible, who will not abuse them. It may mean locking yourself in the bathroom like I normally do, light 2 candles, have a hot shower, and I am calm. I play some Chinese 5 music, and I'm in a world all by myself. So it is okay to take a break. Like, yeah, self-care tip number 1. Can you afford that? It's free of charge. Self-care tip number 2, again, inexpensive. In fact, no expense for tip number 2. Tip number 2 is breathe. That is tip number 2. I never understood the power of deep breathing until recently. When I am just in the hustle and bustle of life, I'm so stressed, I'm overthinking, I'm catastrophizing, I'm panicking, anxiety, I get really grumpy. My hubby would say to me, breathe. Deep breathing. I mean, deep breathing till you feel your diaphragm, which is the lower part of your lung or in your abdomen area, just expanding and taking in all the oxygen it can, and then pushing out that carbon dioxide that has been building in your lungs, pushing that out. Deep breathing causes the body to relax. It causes tension to be lessened, and it frees you. Do not underestimate this inexpensive self-care tip. Try it a couple of times. Usually inhaling and exhaling for 30 seconds can do the trick. Close your eyes if you can, turn off the light if you can, or step outside in the fresh air, getting that beautiful life-giving oxygen and expel that carbon dioxide so that the plants can grow. Self-care tip number 3. Are you ready? You are? Okay, let me tell you. Admire. What? Admire? How can that be a self-care tip? Listen to me and hear me out, lovely sister. We are surrounded, bombarded by the ugliness of this world. There's war, there is rumors of war, there is frustration, there is stress, there's anxiety, there are bills to be paid, there are bills that you should have paid, that you should not have paid, and it just gets crazy. And all that stress comes into our body, it takes over our minds, and we are just so overwhelmed. So when I say admire, I mean take the time to observe the beauty around you. You will be amazed how that helps you in your self-care routine. Admiring the beauty around you, again, it's inexpensive. No money needed. Ching, 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 none. Listen, I mean taking the time to spend with your family, enjoying a game of dominoes, cards, going outside, playing with the children, whatever games you play. Just taking the time to even chatting up a storm with a friend, with a family member, admiring the beauty in our lives. Admiring the beauty may mean for so many of us, as it does for me, spending time in the presence of God, journaling, having a gratitude journal where you are listing all the things that are beautiful in your life and all the blessings that you are so happy and grateful for given to you by God. Admiring the beauty in the world may mean, not in a conceited way though, admiring the things about your body. What are some of the things that you like about your body? What are some of the things that you like about your personality? It may mean extending an act of kindness to someone. Take a walk in nature, enjoy a beautiful movie, listen to some wonderful music that calms the mind, the body, and the spirit. That's what I'm talking about when I say admire. Bam! No money. You got that tip. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Listen, self-care tip number 4. You understand the trend so far. It is inexpensive and it costs no money, but it is absolutely powerful to help you take care of yourself. Ready, release. That's tip number 4. Release. Release the tension. Release the unforgiveness that clogs up the pipe of happiness in your soul. Release the guilt, release the shame, release the regret, releasing those persons who have hurt and abused you, releasing those persons who have betrayed you, releasing your longing for something that is far gone that you cannot get back, and releasing something in the future that is causing you anxiety because you're anticipating it. Release so that your spirit and your mind and your body can be free. Listen, tell me the truth. I want to know in the comment section, do you believe that these 4 tips are valuable to your self-care? They are inexpensive. If you can take a massage, go ahead and do that. If you can do a manicure and a pedicure and a facial and get your hair done, sure. But if you can't afford any of those things, these 4 tips will help you to enjoy a self-care routine. Listen, thank you so very much for being a part of the WHT family. Please remember to subscribe, hit the all post notification bell, like this video, and don't forget to chat with me in the comments section and share this video with every single woman in your circle. I just want to take the time to thank every single woman, every single WHT family member who granted me my favor. I remember asking you to join my husband and I for the launch of our YouTube channel, and you turned out and you showed up. Thank you very, very much. We really appreciate you supporting us over there at the Francises. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Until our next time, please remember, we heal so much better when we heal together. See you next week Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Mwah.